North Korean nuke production is entering a new phase, doubling the size of its uranium enrichment facility in the last couple years, says a UN watchdog. North Korea is evidently pursuing greater production of both plutonium and uranium, enhancing its ability to produce nuclear weapons. This is just as North Korea is conducting computer war games, blowing up U.S. carriers. I know China is basically the owner of their pet pit bull, North Korea.
That's exactly right. They got him on a short leash.
But do you think that the North Korean regime is unstable enough that they could do something like throw off a nuclear bomb at somebody in retaliation without China knowing what's going on or
Yes.
being in control of it?
If you're asking me, are they physically capable of doing that?
I know they are.
Yes,
Would
they are.
they?
Yeah, Kim Jong-un.
Right.
What worries me, the guy's a nutcase. I mean, a nutcase.
He is a nutcase.
Yeah. I mean, you don't know what he's going to do.
He just killed his brother-in-law a couple weeks ago for some ridiculous reason. He's killed
No,
off
it
half
was
his
his
family.
brother. It was his half-brother.
His half-brother.
Yeah.
But he doesn't seem to
Same
care.
blood.
I think we need to take them serious. And
No kidding.
Rex Tillerson, Secretary of State, was in Japan and South Korea recently, and they're doing war games off the coast, making them a little bit nervous, I would think. And they said a preemptive strike is not off the table. He might just be crazy enough just to do it.
It's very possible. I wouldn't put a bet either way.
And if he doesn't care about his own people, then why does he really care about what happens
Yeah,
to
and
his
the
own
only
people?
the only ones that should worry is China, really. China should worry because if something like that happens, it could really endanger China's position.
The Chinese want to continue to do what they're doing around the world, building their islands, building their
Precisely.
bases,
Yeah, exactly.
advancing themselves.
Yes.
So this guy is not doing them any favors by
No,
putting the attention on
that's
them.
why I'm saying I'm waiting for China to, that they have a point in time where they're going to say enough is enough and they'll say stop it or else we're going to get rid of you.
Do we have to step in at some point?
I don't think the United Nations, to me, is beyond disgust. Okay, they are so much involved in anti this and anti that, and that they'll never do anything. The only thing is that our president might say the security of the United States is endangered, and he might preempt what the North Koreans are doing.
And when they blow off their intercontinental ballistic missiles successfully, which they've been doing lately, breaking every breach of the UN Security Council resolutions, they're basically showing us we have the technology, we have the ability, and all they have to do is hit China or South Korea. They don't even have to hit the United States.
Well, they won't. I mean, if they're going to do something crazy, that's what they will do. They'll do something to somebody that's close by. We have enough of a defense mechanism. If we know that there's a ICBM coming our way, we could shoot it down very easily. But the countries that are close by, Japan, for instance, they could shoot one at Japan and have another Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
At what point does the United States get involved with some of these situations?
Well,
and that's kind of what Trump was getting put in office
Yeah,
for. You're doubling your uranium, you're doubling your plutonium. Why are you doing that if you're not advancing your nuclear program?
I tell you that we are not the first victim if North Korea does something. You would think that China is one that's going to worry the most, and Japan. Those are the two countries.
Well, they're not going to fire at China.
No, I don't think they'll fire at China because they'll extinguish that guy in 5 minutes. But they could fire it at Japan or even Taiwan.
And Rex Tillerson was in meetings in South Korea, basically put North Korea on notice. Does that concern you at all? Does that seem like a provocation at all?
No, it's like putting Iran on notice. What are we going to do?
Well, you haven't had a guy like Trump in office before. So when Obama put somebody on notice or drew a red line in the sand or a pink line in the sand, didn't mean anything. But I have a feeling that these guys mean business.
But you have a feeling. Let's see some proof.